What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Talkin' My Shit podcast with your boy, me, Too Skinny. Thanks for coming in and tuning in to episode 4. Fuck Banana Split. That's how we rock it, man. For anybody that doesn't follow me on Twitter, this past Saturday was my birthday. I went out with my friends. We ended up at Black Door, just like a regular East Side thought would. And I was having a good time, man. And we were already pretty fucked up, not gonna lie. So I ended up going to the bathroom, and as I'm walking to the bathroom, I see the dude, the owner of Dairy Delight, and he was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And I was like, "Oh shit," I didn't even recognize him because he was wearing regular clothes. I thought he was like part of the Russian mafia or some shit. I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Oh shit." So we got to talking, and we got to buying each other drinks, and what happened was, like, you know me, I be talking shit. So after like 3 beers, I started yelling out "fuck Banana Split," but I didn't think they would join me because I was like, "Oh, they're professional businessmen." Then next thing I knew, this man was talking about "fuck Banana Split." I was like, "Oh hell yeah, we in this bitch, turned up." Matter of fact, if you guys have not seen the video, let me play the audio real quick for you. Check it out. All right, my boy was talking about fuck them 2 times. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck Banana Split, man. Anyway, I had a good birthday. For anybody who gives a shit, probably nobody. But it was fun. But it was a few other things that happened this weekend here in Aurora, man, including Pride Parade was popping downtown, man. That was dope, man. Brings a lot of revenue to the city, and like the gays get the shit popping, whatever. But you know what the fuck that shit, I just don't, the shit I want to talk, damn, I'm out here stuttering and shit. The shit I want to talk about is the protesters at Pride. Dude, the protesters at Pride gotta be the worst type of people in the world, man. Like, imagine taking time out of your day to make a sign, like cut up a box, a cardboard, and make a sign that says Jesus hates you, and then taking it all the way downtown and holding it just for gay people who are drunk, having a good time, to ignore. Like, dude, imagine taking time out of your day to do that shit. I feel like those people are all the protesters are low-key gay, but they just don't want to come out the closet because they think their family will disown them. So low-key, they gotta pretend they're protesters just so they can go to Pride and have a good time. That's what I think, really, if you ask me. But but you ain't got to lie to kick it, bro. You ain't got to lie to kick it, bro. Just get off that shit, man. Other than that, though, man, I wanted to thank everybody for sharing the podcast and shit like that, man. I really appreciate you. I know that shit gets annoying when I keep putting screenshots of people listening to it, or when I keep retweeting it and putting it on Twitter. Trust me, I know it gets annoying. I hate ads myself. I'm trying to get the word out there and shit like that. So I only try to do it like on Sundays and Mondays. So not trying to be too annoying, but if you could just listen to it, tune in, man. Tell your friends about it if you like it. All right, man. Anyway, so the most embarrassing shit happened to me earlier this week. And I think I don't think anybody's ever been through this like the way I did, but whatever. I'll tell you guys real quick before we get into the actual story of the week. So my mom went to Sam's Club, and my mom's she likes to do karaoke, likes to drink tequila, sing to Jenny Rivera, niggas ain't shit. But she loves doing that shit. So she was like, "I want to buy a speaker with karaoke so we can have parties over the summer." And I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." So we go to Sam's Club, and she buys this big old Bluetooth speaker. So we take it home. I help her plug up, and she's like, "Oh, teach me how to use it." So I use the Bluetooth to turn that shit on, and I'm playing music for her and everything. She likes it. She's singing along. And then after a little while, everybody was kind of tired, It was like during the week, so motherfuckers had to go to sleep because they work in the morning. So we put the speaker, like, we didn't turn it off. We left it charging, and I went upstairs to my room. But I wasn't doing much. I was just on Twitter, and I was just like on Facebook and Instagram. Wasn't really listening to anything or anything like that. So I didn't realize that there was my Bluetooth was still connected to the phone. So then I was just laying down. Then my parents ended up going back downstairs to watch TV. So my parents are downstairs watching TV. My siblings are asleep. So I was like, damn, it'll be a perfect time right now to whack one off. And I was like, fuck it, let's get it. So I grabbed my phone, I turn on, I go on to X videos. I go to like page 27. I found the one from last time. You already know how I'm rocking. And then, dude, so I play the video, and dude, so I didn't hear nothing from my headphones, but when I took off my headphones, what I can hear coming from downstairs was this.
What's up? Are you seriously watching porn by yourself? Why don't you webcam with me on camster.com right now? Just click the link above or visit camster.com and I'll do whatever.
All right, exactly. I was embarrassed as fuck, bro. My parents got scared downstairs. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. My siblings woke up. Dude, that shit was loud as fuck throughout the whole house. And dude, I had to disconnect my phone so fucking fast. My mom came upstairs looking for me. I pretended I was knocked the fuck out. I was like, she's like, you didn't hear that? I was like, nah, what happened? She was like, something was happening on the speaker. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I think the shit is defective. I don't know. And then, but anyway, it was just one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Luckily, I got away with it. Nobody really found out it was me, but I can't imagine that shit happening to like a room full of people, man. That shit would be crazy. But anyway, so I want to tell you guys a quick story. Like I said, I like to end off these podcasts with a story, with something that you guys could enjoy, or maybe this has happened to you, or you could relate. So you can get back, you can hit me up, if you ever got caught doing some shit like this. So this was actually on the winter break of my freshman year. Me and my best friend. Like I said, I don't want to drop any names because I think these girls are married now, and I wouldn't want to fuck up their marriage. But me and my best friend, who's a guy, he's a guy. Anyway, me and my best friend, we were best friends, and we were dating two sisters. So I was dating the girl that was my age, and he was dating the girl that was 1 year younger. But they were sisters, so we were best friends. They were sisters, so we would double date, do everything together, hang out. We were chambelanes for their quinceañera, like all that corny ass shit. Anyway, so on the winter break of my freshman year at East, those girls used to go I'm not even gonna drop the name of the school, but those girls used to go to a different school, so we didn't see each other much. So on winter break, they had an idea. They were like, "How about you sneak over to our house overnight, and you could spend the night with us." That's what the girl said to us. So to me, it sounded like a bright idea. My homie was like, "Hell yeah, dog, we finna get some pussy." So I was like, "Hell yeah." So we set it up. So I had to lie to my mom so I could sleep over in my boy's house. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna sleep over. We're gonna do homework. We got a big project to do during the winter break." So she was like, "Okay, cool, I'll let you sleep over." So she let me sleep over. She used to never let me sleep over anybody's house because she used to think of me when I be a and shit. But finally she let me sleep over my homie's house. So at night we walked over. It was probably like 6-7 blocks. It was pretty far, but motherfuckers do anything for some pussy. And so we were walking. We walked like 7 blocks. We got to their house, and my girl used to sleep on the 3rd level of the house, and his girl used to sleep on the basement of the house. So, but they had a spare basement. So my girl was like, "I'm just gonna bring like a cobija, some blankets, and a pillow to the spare bedroom downstairs, so we don't have to go upstairs." So we all went to the basement, and me and my homie was like, "All right, we're gonna spend the night, and in the morning we're gonna dip." So he was like, "Bet." So we go into the room, and then he goes into his room with his girl. Dude, I'm not even gonna cap. We didn't even like fuck or anything. Like we were just laying down naked. Like this, like not even, we didn't even know what to do. I was just like a fucking head ass, dude. Just a hype, bro. She was like all scared, and I was just like sweating and fat as fuck. Anyway, and then, so then she finally it's like the morning, right? It's like 6. Like we made out for like 6 hours straight, and then my fucking mouth was numb as fuck. Anyway, after in 6 a.m. the sun was coming up, so I was like, "Oh, it's time to get my homie." So I had heard my homie through the wall. That man was fucking all night, bro. But I had the cap. I was like, "Yeah, man, I was fucking too." But anyway, I went to the door to the door to wake him up, to tell him it's time to go. So I'm knocking on the door. I'm texting him. He's not picking up. This man fell asleep in her bed. So him and his girl are knocked out. So I'm like, "Oh shit, like, how the fuck am I gonna wake him up?" So we keep banging on the door. My girl keeps bringing me butter knives to try to break into the door. I can't get in. I'm making all kinds of noise. My girl's like, "Shut the fuck up. My parents are gonna wake up." So I sneak. So I was like, "Okay, we're in the basement. I can sneak out the house, knock on the window through the outside." So I snuck out the house. But before I snuck out the house, my girl was like, hey, you should leave before I had put on my clothes on. She was like, you should leave your calzones here. I was like, bitch, that's disgusting. My shit got shit stains on them. Why would I leave that here? So I was like, here, you could keep my shirt for memories. So I gave her my shirt. That shit fit her like a blanket though. That shit was huge. Anyway, I gave her my shirt. So I go outside. I'm outside like in a fucking wife beater in the middle of the winter, and I'm knocking on the basement window for my boy to wake up so we can sneak back out of the house and go back to his house. Anyway, as I'm knocking, bro, the light in the kitchen turns on. So I was like, oh, like it's time to go, you know, it's time. He woke up. So I go back around the house to the front of the house, and who opens the door? The fucking parents, bro. They're like, why the fuck are you knocking on the window? I was like, oh, I was knocking on the window because I was trying to talk to my girl. You know, like I said, I'm not gonna say her name, but she was like, she's like, why the fuck are you knocking on her sister's window if you're trying to talk to her? And I was like, oh, that was a stupid ass answer. I was like, oh well, you know what? I was trying to have her wake her up, whatever. I just made up some bullshit. So then I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna go home. Never mind. So I'm walking in a wife beater, like in the middle of December, across. They used to live by Oak Park Elementary School. So I'm walking past Oak Park with a wife beater, and then I get into like one of those crossing guard booths, like in the corner of the street, and I have to wait on my homeboy. Dude, like, finally, like 20 minutes later, this dude runs out of the house holding his pants and his shoes in his hands, and he's running, and he runs past me, and he's like, dude, run, keep running, keep running. So we just start running down fucking, that street. I think it was Solfisburg, down Solfisburg, and we ran all the way to his house. And I was like, dude, what the fuck just happened? Why'd you go to sleep? And we're like trying to talk shit to him, like, what the fuck did you do, you know? And then he was like, oh, he was like, dude, I guess that the parents had gone downstairs because they were suspicious of something. So they opened up her door with the spare key. And this big ass nigga tried to hide in the closet. This dude was like 6 foot. He tried to hide in the closet. And then the mom was like, dude, te estoy viendo. And like, come out the closet. So he came out the closet. And then the mom slapped him and the girl with the same hand at the same time, just boom, boom, got them both with one smack. And then she was like, get your shit and get the fuck out. So that is why he came out the house running, and I had to run with him all the way home. Dude, I couldn't catch my breath for like 2 weeks after that shit. I ain't never ran that fast in my life, man. But if you ever got caught like at somebody's house, you know, or something like that, reach out to me. I'd like to hear those stories, man. Those stories are, I know it might have not been as funny or maybe not as entertaining to you guys as others, but it's just one of the truest stories of my life, and something I'll never forget because that shit was crazy as fuck to me. But thank you guys for tuning in, man. You guys have a great day.